You know, when we think of poetry, we usually think of books, right? But honestly, some of the most powerful poems we hear are right there in song lyrics. They can take a simple moment, something like a sunrise, and just unpack it to reveal a deeper truth about us and our world. Today, we're going to do just that. We're deconstructing the song Gray Days to see exactly how it works its magic. Okay, so right from the jump, the first two lines were not just being told about a morning, we're placed directly inside of it. That word choice, magic, is so important. It immediately sets a tone of wonder, of potential. It tells us this isn't just another day, it's an event. Something special is happening. So the song doesn't start with a story or a character. It starts with a feeling. It's this universal atmosphere that pretty much everyone has experienced, right? That quiet, almost electric buzz of a new day beginning. It's all about capturing an emotion, not just painting a pretty picture. And notice how it uses we and our. That's a really deliberate choice. It makes the feeling a shared one, not just one person's excitement. It's this collective emotion, tapping into that universal sense of anticipation you feel just before the sun really starts to show itself. So you've got this feeling, but how do you make it visual? Well, the song literally paints the dawn for us, using a very specific palette of colors, and the order it shows them to us, that's key. Let's take a look at how this lyrical palette builds the whole scene. First up, we get grays. Now, you might think a song about a beautiful morning would lead with bright colors, but it starts here. It's a subtle clue. A little bit of foreshadowing that this color, which we often see as kind of drab, holds a really special importance. And then come the oranges. This is the warmth, the energy, that classic color of sunrise. This is the visual representation of that magic and excitement we just heard about. Next up, the song brings in pinks, which just softens the whole scene, doesn't it? It adds this layer of delicacy and beauty to the morning, a much gentler aspect of the dawn. And finally, purple. This is the color of transition, the last remnants of the night mixing with the incoming day. So when you put them all together, grays, oranges, pinks, and purple, you perfectly capture that fleeting, beautiful moment as the night brings us into day. All right, so we have this gorgeous, vibrant image of a magical morning. But what's the real point? What's the message hiding underneath this colorful surface? This is where the song pivots from just describing something to actually declaring something. And there it is. This line is the heart of the entire song, its repeating thesis. After painting this incredible, vibrant scene, the lyrics tell us that the most important moments aren't in the dazzling colors, but somewhere else entirely. Which, of course, raises the big question, what does the song actually mean by a gray day? Yeah, see, in the context of this song, gray days are not about sadness or gloom at all. They represent the calm, neutral, in-between moments. They're the quiet spaces in our lives, free from the distraction of overwhelming highs or depressing lows, that are the perfect fertile ground for real, honest thought. This slide just breaks down the song's central contrast perfectly. On the left, you've got the external sensory experience, the magic in the air, the excitement. And on the right, you have the internal experience, the great reflection that's found in quiet. The song is arguing that while we all tend to chase the feeling on the left, it's the experience on the right that holds the real value. So how do we get from one side to the other? How does observing that colorful morning lead to that valuable gray space for thought? Well, the song suggests that the two are deeply intertwined. The song gives us these beautiful external sights, the glow of the sun, an endless sea of blue, and it groups them all together as a collection of images. And as we see here, these images aren't the end goal. They are the catalyst for something much more profound, an intimate connection. And that pairing right there is the key. The song is proposing that by truly observing the world around us, by taking in that collection of images, we create an intimate connection. A connection not just with the world, but with ourselves. The act of seeing leads directly to the act of sinking. And this brings us to the song's ultimate takeaway. It's a powerful reminder, a kind of gift it wants to leave with the listener about where true insight is really found. And the song reinforces this by using one of the most powerful tools in music and poetry, repetition. Towards the end of the song, the vibrant music starts to pull back, and we're left with this one clear, powerful line. It's the first statement, delivered with purpose, cutting through everything else to present the core idea on its own. Then we hear it again. The second pass isn't just for emphasis, it's an invitation for us to internalize the message. It transforms the lyric from an observation into a personal mantra, a thought to really hold on to. and a final time. Now the message is unmistakable. With this third repetition, the idea is cemented. It's the thought that's meant to echo long after the music has faded, the undeniable truth of the song. So here's the core of it all. In a world that constantly bombards us with noise and color, telling us to be excited and energetic, this song offers a counter-narrative. It champions the overlooked, the quiet, the gray. It suggests that the most profound moments of self-discovery happen when we simply allow ourselves the space to think. And that's really the question the song leaves us with. It's an invitation to not just rush past those quiet, seemingly uneventful moments, but to embrace them, to see them not as empty, but as full of potential. So what will you find in the quiet?